After a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
19 strike, 60 Eagles, trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete. You talked about this Giant defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
19 Charger, 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw again. Touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 32 that time.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now a first carry here for the running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
70, 79 drop, 18, 5, cut 19, cut 19. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Go, check, go, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
1 man in the backfield. That's Miller. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will wind up a loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Let's go now.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Dart. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. To about the 40-yard line. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Dart. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing, Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. This is 2nd and 8.
Come on. 77 Wolf. Left day 96, Bobl 18.
He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check, ready?
Got a man, it's DML Brown, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans! DML Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
70 range. 60 average.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go.
Scatterboot will score. Touchdown, New York.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Atkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
At the Giants' 40-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Second pirate. Hey,
The Shaheed going to go in motion.
18, lock, 18, top, 19, lock, Warriors, 17.
Out of the gun now on third down. A rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Dart going to look to throw here. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
Here's Dart. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Jamie Lyons, 60 Bobcat, Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
To the air, Dart.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Right back to Tracy.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15 at the 15-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. Go.
On play action, here's Dart.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Tracy trying the right side.
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw, Dart.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, they're not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Here we go, here we go. Check the Eagles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll hand it to Tracy. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Let's go.
On the run is Tracy. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Okay,
now 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that. Good go.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Back. Hawk. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready, go!
We'll get that complete to Vele. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
The Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll fake it out of jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And now an audible here into something else. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Groupie. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Play fake, and here's Dart. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Now it's Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Tyrone Tracy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ready?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Completion left side to Miller. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play. Gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Cut my team! Cut my team!
They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
65, trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him.
Yeah, he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Third down, here's Tracy. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Throwing his dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw, dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st down. Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he'll be taken down near the 20 of the 21.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll come up now
2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
They'll give it to Scannable. And he'll get it down this time to 17. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Go.
On the handoff, this is Scannable.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. This is 1st and 10. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Ready.
9 seconds, no timeouts left.
19, target, Buffalo 18. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.